Good morning, students. All last class problem number 8 has completed. Problem number 9, you see 125 identical drops, each charged to the same potential of 50 volt and are combined to form a single drop. The potential of the new drop will be how much? Here we'll discuss this part and we'll try to derive some shortcuts basing on all of that. How it will be there, see. Here n drops are there. N identical drops. Charge on the each drop will be Q. Radius of each drop will be smaller. Charge of each drop will be Q. Radius of each drop will be R. Capacity of each drop will be C. All these drops are combined, forming a big drop. Let the charge of that is capital Q, radius is capital R, C is capacity, C dash, V dash will be the potential. Here V is the potential, there V dash will be the potential. Next here U is the energy. Let here U dash is the energy, and here sigma is the surface charge density. Here sigma dash, let it be surface charge density. Once again see, n identical drops are there, each having charge Q, radius R, capacity C, potential V, energy U, surface charge density sigma. All these drops are combined so that one big drop is formed, so that charge Q, radius capital R, capacity C dash, potential V dash, energy U dash, surface charge density sigma dash. What is the relation between them? So charge will be conserved. So first, capital Q is equal to n into small q. Charge will be conserved. The charge on this drop will be equal to charge of all n small drops. So Q is equal to n into Q. Next, volume of this and volume of this both will be same. Here volume of this will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of this will be n drops volume 4 by 3 pi small r cube. So capital R cube is equal to n into small r cube. Then R is equal to n power 1 by 3 into R. This is the relation between radius. This is the relation between charge. Okay. Now potential, what will happen? See. V dash is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q by capital R, formula for this. But capital Q is equal to how much? N into small q, na? Here we got. Radius R is equal to how much? N power 1 by 3 into R. N by n power 1 by 3 means n power 2 by 3 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught small q by r will be potential of one small drop. So this is equal to n power 2 by 3 into v. So what will happen to the potential? V dash is equal to n power 2 by 3 into v. That is about potential. Next, if we write capacity, so what is happening to the potential? V dash is equal to n power 2 by 3 into v. This is the potential. Next, after finishing of this, now let us see about the capacity. Capital C dash is equal to capacity of a spherical conductor, formula 4 pi epsilon naught into capital R. Here this value will be, we know, 4 pi epsilon naught n power 1 by 3 into small r. So this is equal to n power 1 by 3 into 4 pi epsilon naught small r. This is n power 1 by 3 into c. So relation between the capacities n power 1 by 3 into c. This is capacity. Okay. Next, 5. What they are asking? See, energy. Next, energy we can take any formula. 1 by 2 VQ we can take, or 1 by 2 CV square we can take any formula. So here simple, we'll take U dash is equal to 1 by 2 VQ. 1 by 2. This is V dash Q. V dash value, how much we get? N power 2 by 3 into V. Q value will be n into Q. So this is n power 2 by 3 into n power 1 means n power 5 by 3 1 by 2 VQ, n power 5 by 3 into U. U dash is equal to n power 5 by 3 into U. That is about the energy. Next, what is the surface charge density? So what is the energy relation? U dash is equal to n power 5 by 3 into U. How those are came means. Next, if we write surface charge density. Surface charge density, sigma dash is equal to capital Q by 4 pi r square. Capital Q value will be n into small q. This is 4 pi. This is what will happen. R is how much? N power 1 by 3 into small r. So it becomes n power 2 by 3 small r square. N by n power 2 by 3 means n power 1 by 3 into q by 4 pi r square. Q by 4 pi r square is equal to sigma. So n power 1 by 3 into sigma. So sigma dash is equal to n power 1 by 3 into sigma. Okay. Like this we will get the relations. Draw this table. Then you will get clear idea about this. Then what to draw table? What table you have to draw means small drop, big drop. Okay, one by one all points we will write. Then first one will be charge. Small drop charge is capital Q, small q. Big drop charge is capital Q. Relation between them will be n into q when n identical drops are combined together. Next, second one will be radius. Its radius is smaller, its radius is capital R, n power 1 by 3 into smaller. Okay, that is the relation between them. Next, radius after capacity, we can take capacity or potential. Here its capacity is C. Here capacity is C dash, then C dash is equal to n power 1 by 3 into C. Next, potential. Its potential small drop is V. For the big drop, its potential will be n power 2 by 3 into V, isn't it? Next, energy. It is U. It will be n power 5 by 3 into U. Next, after energy, next what will be there? Surface charge density. This is sigma. Here sigma dash is equal to n power 1 by 3 into sigma. Okay. So like this we got the relations. Now come to this 8th question. Remember all, then we will apply 9th question. 125 identical drops, each of same potential of 50 volt, are combined to form a single drop. What is the potential of the new drop? Potential, what is the formula? V dash is equal to n power 2 by 3 into V. If we substitute that values, what we will get? See, V dash is equal to, what we are getting? Question number 9, V dash is equal to n power 2 by 3 into V. Okay, so here n is 125, they gave 125 power 2 by 3 into V value will be 50. So 5 cube, so 5 square means 25 into 50, this value will be 1250 volt. Simple, in one step it will complete. If you remember that shortcuts, you can, they can ask energy, they can ask surface charge density, capacity, potential, whatever it may be. In single step you can calculate that values. So 9th question, it will be option 4. Clear? Next, 10th question you see, assume that an electric field E bar is equal to 30 I square I cap exists in space, then potential difference VA minus VO, where VO is the potential at the origin, VA is the potential at x is equal to 2 meter, how much they are asking. So how to do this question? See, they gave E value. How much value they gave? E is equal to 30x square I cap. That is the E value. They are asking potential difference. dV is equal to what will happen? Minus integral E dx between 0 to 2 they are asking. You substitute this E value here. So this value minus integral 0 to 2 30x square dx. So dV is equal to minus 30 into x square dx means x cube by 3. This value 0 to 2. So 30 10 times will cancel, minus 10. This will be 2 cube minus 0. So this value will be minus 80 volt. Okay. So 10th it will be first option. Next 11th, an electron at a potential of minus 10 kilovolt moves to a point where its potential is minus 1 kilovolt. Its potential energy, what will happen? That is the question. So change in the potential energy, if we calculate, change in the work done we will calculate. Okay. So 10th question first option, 11th question work done or change in PE. du is equal to Q into dV. du is equal to Q into dV. Here electron means minus E, charge of the electron is negative, into it moves from minus 10 kilovolt to minus 1 kilovolt. Final will be minus 1, initial will be minus 10 into 10 cube. So this value, how much we will get? Minus 1 minus plus, this is 10 minus 1 will be 9. So this value will be negative. This is positive totally, this is negative. So totally that value will be negative. So what will happen to the potential energy means negative means decreases. So 11th question it will be first option. PE will decreases. Next question number 12, you see a charge minus Q and another charge plus Q are kept at 2 points A and B respectively. Keeping the charge plus Q at fixed at B, the charge minus Q at A is moved to another point C such that ABC forms an equilateral triangle of side L. The net work done in moving the charge minus Q is. Okay. So simple question only. See question number 12. What they are asking, see. At the point a charge minus Q is there. At the point B, a charge plus Q is there. Okay. Keeping the charge, this one fixed. This charge moved from A to C. It is moved from here to here such that ABC forms an equilateral triangle of side L. What is the work done in moving the charge minus Q? That is the question. See, this distance means distance from B to A, distance from B to C, both will be same only. This distance will be same only. Then what will happen? So, with respect to B, A and C are at the same potential. So, with respect to B, A and C are at same potential. With respect to B, A and C will be at same potential. Therefore, work done to move minus Q from A to C is equal to delta V into minus Q. This is 0 into minus Q, that is equal to 0, because same potential, same, because of this charge. Here how much potential will be there? Here also same potential will be there. Potential is same means potential difference value is equal to 0. That's why work done value is equal to 0. So how much we will get for this 12th, fourth option? Clear? Next 13. What they are asking, see 13. On moving a charge of 20 coulomb, on moving a charge of 20 coulomb by 2 centimeter, 2 joule of work is done, then potential difference between the 2 points is. So 13, W is equal to integral delta V into Q. Work done is, they mentioned as 2 joule. Delta V we had to calculate, they moved 20 coulomb. So potential difference if we calculate, delta V value will be 2 by 20, means 1 by 10, this value will be 0.1 volt. Clear? So what will be the option for this? 13, it will be first option. Next 14. What they are asking, see, which of the following statements is false for a perfect conductor? Which statement will be wrong for a perfect conductor? The surface of a conductor is an equipotential surface. Correct only, that is. The electric field just outside the surface of a conductor is perpendicular to the surface. That is also correct. The charge carried by a conductor is always uniformly distributed over the surface of the conductor. All statements are correct only. So fourth option, none of the above will be the answer. So question number 14, fourth option will be the answer. Next, question number 15, what they are asking, see. The molecules of a substance may be polar or may be non-polar. Good, correct only, that is. Next, in a non-polar molecule, Center of positive and negative charges are coincide. That is also correct. The non-polar molecule has no permanent dipole moment. That is also correct. So all statements are correct only. So 15, it will be fourth option. Next, question number 16, you see what they are asking. Dielectric constant for a metal will be infinite. Theoretical questions. 16, it will be 2. Next, question number 17. For linear isotropic dielectric, the polarization is formula. This is dielectric polarization chi E into E. This chi is called as the electric susceptibility. So is equal to electric susceptibility. Okay, this is dipole moment. E will be electric field strength. Okay, formula this is. Next, question number 18, you see. Which of the among following is an example of polar molecule? Polar molecule means center of positive charge, center of negative charge, not at the same point. That will be called as the polar molecule. So 18, it will be fourth option. Next, 19. Two insulated conductors of charge or insulator conductors are charged. By transferring from one conductor to another, the potential difference of 100 volt was produced on transferring 6.25 into 10 power 15 electrons from one conductor to another. Find the capacitor of the system. So 19, what we will get is C is equal to Q by V formula. Charge N into E by V. Then you try to calculate how much you are getting. So this is 6.25 into 10 power 15 they gave. Charge of the electron 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 by potential value they gave it as 100 volt. If we multiply these two, this will be 10 power 16. So 10 power minus 3 by 10 square. This is 10 power minus 5 farad. I am writing this one in this way. C is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 6 farad. This is equal to 10 microfarad. Okay. So 19, it will be second option. Next, 20. The potential of the two plates of the capacitor are 10 volt and minus 10 volt. The charge on one of them is 40 coulomb. Capacity is how much? Simple only. C is equal to Q by V. Q by delta V actually. Charge is 20 coulomb. This value how much they gave? Charge is 40 coulombs. This is 10 minus 10. So it becomes 10 minus of minus 10. This is equal to 2 farad. 40 by 20 means 2 farad. Next, 21. One plate of a parallel plate capacitor is smaller than the other. Parallel plate capacitor in general, In general, if we talk, parallel plate capacitor, both plates will have same size, 21. This is one, if this is another, both plates will have same size. If one plate is having less size compared to the another, then charge on the smaller plate will be how much? Charge will be same. Charge won't change. Understanding? Charge on the smaller plate will be charge on the bigger plate. Both will be same only. Next. 22 you see, the capacity of a parallel plate capacitor is C. When the separation is halved, what will happen to the capacity? 21, it will be 3. Next 22, if we see, what they are asking, C is equal to A epsilon naught by D. That is C value. Now distance between the plates has halved. C dash is equal to A epsilon naught by D by 2. 2A epsilon naught by D, this is equal to 2C. Okay. So capacity will becomes double 22, it will be second option. Clear? Next 23 you see, force of attraction between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor formula, that is Q square by 2 epsilon naught AK. If dielectric is there, 23, force of attraction between the two plates F is equal to E into Q. This is sigma by E. 2K epsilon naught into Q. But sigma is equal to Q by A. So what will happen? Q by 2 epsilon naught K into A into Q. Q square by 2 epsilon naught Ka. Just that is the formula. So force of attraction between two plates of the parallel plate capacitor 23, it will be first option. Clear? Next. Okay. With this we will stop this lecture. We will continue the remaining problems.